Boy, can I tell you, this baby slaps roof of car can fit so many prevention effects in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back this week to episode 75 of Big Deck Energy. It's more like 74 and a half. It's going to be a very short one this week, really just going over the spoilers that we saw for The Hunted over the course of the pre-release weekend. Sorry, not pre-release, but world premiere. There's a lot to talk about, and we are very excited about them. We have a bit of a different crew tonight. First of all, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the first time that you have seen some of our lovely faces. We got Bailey, Josh. Joining us tonight is Carter and Sean. Unfortunately, Ty is feeling a little under the weather. Wasn't able to make it in tonight. And, everyone else was a little busy. But we still wanted to bring you guys some discussion about some of these new cards. Let's get right into it. We had a hell of a weekend of spoilers. Lots and lots of legendaries and majestics, and lots of very good looking cards.
Absolutely. I'm super excited about this set. I watched some of the world premiere, some of the calling, and these cards are fantastic. Sealed looks amazing, and I'm just excited for Fang. Fang looks so good and just broken.
Well, you've always been the warrior guy.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
But no,
What?
there's a lot of very good looking warrior cards. I'm interested.
Good.
I
Join
haven't
me.
done warrior in a very long time.
I can't
Well,
wait
you
for
were a
Bailey
Kasai
to.
guy.
It's been a while since she was legal.
I can't wait for Bailey to change classes for like the 14th time. It's gonna be so
Yay.
much fun.
Well, I don't know about that. There was some Aurora news that might make me stick on her for a little while longer. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Josh, were
Well,
you keeping up with the spoilers a little bit too?
yeah, I was looking.
Do we wanna take this class by class?
Yeah, I think we go class by class.
All
And
right.
just break down each class as we go through the list here. I mean,
Yeah.
if we all have Fabry pulled up, so we'll just
Yeah.
go right through it. Um,
Let's see. Do we want to
Sean?
start with some warrior stuff then?
Yeah, start with
Was there
Warrior.
anything specifically draconic? I don't remember. There was so much.
Some of the legendary equipment.
Yeah,
Yes.
They got
The
boots.
we got feet.
Dracon. Oh yeah, the draconic boots. That's right. The ones that are gonna. Ugh, I'm not excited to see those in Dromai.
why not?
Well,
Because Dromai.
probably give him read first.
Yeah.
People love it. I can take a crack at it if you guys are alright.
Yeah. If you
Go
got it
for
pulled
it,
up
Carter.
here.
All right. Dragon Scalar Flight Path is a draconic equipment legs, blocks 1 and has Battle Worn. Instant, pay 3 resources and destroy it. Target draconic attack gets go again. If it is a weapon or an ally attack, you may attack with it an additional time this turn, and the ability costs 1 less to activate for each draconic chain link you control. This card, immediately what comes to mind is like a Dromai getting to attack with Dominia a second time in the same turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Normally they attack you with it. They see that you have 2 poppers, they banish one, and then you pop it. But in the odd instance where they don't have the popper, this card just allows you to literally hand hit your opponent twice. Like take their best 2 cards before they even get to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this paired with any of the legendary dragons is just gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, it's
I
absurd.
I didn't even think about the dragons at first. I was like reading the card. I was like, okay, weapon or ally, like trying to think of draconic allies, and then someone in our shop Discord was like, "Oh my god, this with like Tumultai." I think it was Zach, and I was like, "Shit, yeah, yup,
It's disgusting.
Yep.
I think that Emberblade probably benefits the least.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah."
Um, swinging 3 a second time isn't really doing much, but
Woo.
Syndra, getting to attack with one of her daggers again on a turn where she's playing a card that buffs all of them or adds excess damage whenever they hit, seems pretty good.
I mean,
It feels combo-esque.
you
Yep.
can do a small little combo. You can go Brand with Cinderclaw later in the chain into an E-Strike, choosing draw a card, and then you can break this to give it go again.
Yeah, it doesn't seem bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
I-
you gotta put some work in to make the E-Strike draconic, but
No, Brand with Cinderclaw does that.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know draconic
or
cards.
fealty, right?
I do.
Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I never played Fi.
I'm a Dracon.
And also the fact that it's also battle worn, just
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, defense for one,
Amazing.
which is
I get a
incredible.
brand new Snapdragons.
Like this is such a clear upgrade to Snappies for pretty much everyone in the draconic talent. It's ridiculous.
I wouldn't go and say that. I will say this. I think this card in Fang and Syndra is a lot better than it is in Fi. In Fi, if you want the one block on the boot slot and the potential of a Snapdragons, it's pretty good. But in Fi, like giving a Snatch go again to start your turn or giving an E-Strike go again unconditionally is pretty good.
True.
Yeah.
This card benefits when you have 3 draconic attacks and you can activate it for free. Awesome. It helps with breakpoints like Leave No Witnesses or Arsenal Disruption. Great. Like this plus a Flamescale Furnace and a 3 block is like, all right, cool. Nice CNC. It's gone. But I don't know. Snapdragons is so unconditional in that deck that Snapdragons might still be better.
Yeah, you know, I could see it. The unconditional go again is very nice. So, yeah, I could see it.
I mean, it just helps generate a card for your whole turn, where that is only after 3.
Yeah.
It goes for free. But the Dromite attack with Tumultai and any of the legendary dragons, broken. That
Yeah.
This card is just unreal. Paired with like Tome of Imperial Flame, where you're able to get it out and just, dude, it's unreal.
Stop giving ideas to Dromai players.
Dude, it's so good.
Oh.
So good.
Dromar players don't have rights right now, so
Good.
we'll be fine. Until
Those
we get a new
dragons
one.
are stupid.
Yeah,
What's your guys'
I would not be surprised if we see like a Dromai Armory deck or maybe even an Origins deck later this
You
year.
think so?
Like
Could be the first.
there's I don't know. I would not be surprised.
Could be the first one for LL. Get people into
No,
LL.
no, like a new Dromai.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah, it's a good card, needless to say, but I definitely think it's almost like a side grade, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
mhm.
I don't know. Snapdragon Scalers is
And
always
that's-
going to be like the honorary aggro boots,
Yeah.
right? If your class has a better version, run that. Otherwise, you just put snaps in.
True.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think they do pretty good with like side grade versus direct upgrades. Like we've talked about it before, but the issue of power creep has been very minimal in most aspects. Like there's clear best cards in certain classes and things like that, but we also get things like these boots where it's like, hey, this is, probably better than Snappies for these specific decks, but
mhm.
not in every scenario.
Well, while we're on Draconic, did you guys hear anything that Brian Gottlieb said about it?
No.
In what context?
So the Draconic class is getting instants, like more like based Draconic instants. and he said that they are some of the most overpowered cards in this set.
Yeah, like
Yes.
drop of blood.
What a drop of dragon blood.
Drop. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
broken. It costs one less for every draconic chain link you control. It costs 2,
Oh,
and you
it's just
gain a resource and draw a card.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Holy shit.
Very good.
Yeah.
Cantrip just replaces itself.
Yeah. Well, I suppose this is.
This
is-
leaves a resource.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're playing it for 1 cost, like replacing itself is still fine, but I don't know.
Cards-
It's
cards pretty cool.
draconic. Draconic is known for going wide. This is 9 times out of 10 going to be free. Gain a resource, draw a card.
And the cool part about this card for sure is like similar to games like Yu-Gi-Oh, where if a card says draw a card on it with like a
Broken.
very minor downside, most decks will just play it, right? Like there's a card called Upstart Goblin in Yu-Gi-Oh that says your opponent gains 1,000 life and you draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
When that card was legal, decks would run 3 of it, so you're essentially running a 37 card deck with 3 copies of Goblin Upstart that
Yeah.
essentially just cycles.
Hey, I mean, TCG players will do crazy things to see the words draw a card. It's
So this kind of just says like you're running 59 cards as a draconic hero, and one of them most of the time just makes a resource and cycles.
yep.
Cool.
Very
Not
cool.
wrong. Did you guys also see the Oath of Loyalty card?
Yeah, I was just looking at that one. That one
So, Oath of-
is very cool.
Oath of Loyalty is a 0 cost red pitch, 3 block, 4 attack. This may only be played if it's the first action of your turn. When this is played until the end of your turn, you may only play cards that are draconic. Go again.
What
Sign me up.
that first sentence is hardly a downside.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Free.
like the edge case would be drawing it off of like a snatch or a drop of dragon blood, something like that, and it kind of
Even
just
then, you just tuck it in arsenal. for
bricks
next
your
turn.
hand at that point. But like, I mean,
Yeah. Turns out 0 for 4s are good.
yeah,
0 for 4s that block 3, even better. 0
Yep.
for 4s that have a quote unquote condition that in a deck that's running like
Only draconic.
55 draconic cards or something like that. Yeah, this card isn't really that much of a concern.
yeah,
The only issue is when you draw 2 in the same hand, but even then it blocks 3. So
Yeah.
you just shove it in front of whatever your opponent, attacked you with, or you arsenal it.
Mhm.
This card's nuts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I'm excited for Draconic class. Just, I'm gonna make a hybrid.
So
sure.
many toys this set, man.
We also
They're all
got
good.
some
It's
some
gonna be
more
great.
graveyard interaction with
Oh, yeah.
loyalty beyond the grave. And it's also a draconic defense reaction. So 0 cost blocks 3 while it's in your graveyard. At the start of your turn, you can banish 2 cards named loyalty beyond the grave from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card.
Card good.
What?
What the hell?
The one thing I will bring up is the fact that it is during your start of turn phase. It is not during your action phase.
Yeah.
So your opponent has no chance to respond if you would like to trigger this.
Yeah.
They
Sure.
have to have the graveyard hate on their turn or on your turn before you get 2 copies of it, or if you choose not to trigger it and leave it there. That's the part that's kind of nuts, though. It's a May, so
Yeah.
you can just
Mhm.
like leave these 2 sitting in graveyard. Let's say you draw 4 red hand, you want to try and draw the blue, or if you just draw like a really nuts combo hand with like a Blaze Headlong and some pretty go wide cards, and you're like, cool, let's just add an extra card to this.
Yep.
It's a strong
Bro,
card. It's
Oh.
a strong card.
I think Uprising is gonna go really well with the new Syndra and Bang. Especially with these cards coming up, being able to have a chain where you can go 4 wide and just get an extra 4 damage throughout the whole turn. It's a 0 for 4,
Mhm.
Mhm.
potentially 5 if you're able to draw. It's
Breaking point.
so good. The value is just unreal.
Insane. Yeah, and that's, I mean, the last few sets we've seen a pretty big shift to like very value focused, like just overall. And the hunted is shaping up to be much the same. They
Indeed.
are they are
The
bringing the
overall-
heat to start the year.
The overall like power level, I think, of like the commons and rares in this set, I think is healthier than Mistveil was,
Yeah.
but is still a stark upgrade to a majority of the sets we've seen in the past.
Mm-hmm. I would very much agree with that.
But moving on from Draconic to move over to Warrior, Josh, that's your wheelhouse. If you want to take a, I think you guys got a
Absolutely.
really cool legendary this set, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty sick. I'm trying to find it here real quick.
It's sandwiched in
Uh,
between the draconic. Yeah, okay,
Jabbing
there we go.
Bane and Jabbing Edge.
Oh goodness.
Authority, right?
Helm
Yeah,
of
the
Authority.
the Kabutops of Imperial Authority, or sorry, Kabuto. I'm thinking
Yes.
Pokemon.
Kabutops? The little fossil Pokemon? You messed it up
Yep.
with that?
Yep.
Oh lord.
I can give it a read here, and then
Yeah.
Josh, if you want to take
Yes, give it a
wheel.
read. I'll take the wheel.
Kabuto of Imperial Authority. Eric Cartman would be pleased. It is a a warrior equipment head. Is a 2-block with Blade Break. When it defends until the end of turn, opponents cannot attack with weapons.
Yeah, so finally
That
found it.
that seems like it just like if you block with it in the right spot, it seems like it just hoses someone like Syndra.
Syndra, another Fang,
Um,
Dory,
potentially assassins too.
Kasai.
Now we've seen
Assassins. Yeah.
a lot of
Bolton
different ways for them to
combo
do things
turn.
with their daggers.
Yeah.
Oh
this
my
card's
god,
good.
yeah, if someone blocks with this on like a Bolton combo turn, goodbye.
Yep.
The
So-
weird part about this headpiece, it is a 2-block in so many matchups, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Any
That's why I
ranger
think
says, okay.
It's cool. Don't get me wrong. Crown of Providence, the value is so much more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's-
most matchups
this
you're
is a
probably still
sideboard
bringing
slot.
Crown.
Not a staple. Unlike Crown, just being able to sink a card and draw a card and having that 5th card in hand, unreal.
I mean,
so much better.
Yeah, the
There-
effect when it works is very good though.
Yeah. There's it's obviously after premiere weekend right now, we're tail end of Sunday, and the majority of Talishar right now is a million Syndras. And
Yeah.
the deck I've seen in a lot of YouTube videos and people highlighting it is this insane like combo turn, dagger turn shenanigans where they like give their daggers a bunch of on hits and then attack like 4 or 5 times or whatever with daggers and use flick knives and it's huge 30 to 40 combo damage turn, whatever.
Something's
if
gonna
you-
get banned.
No, I don't think anything's
don't
gonna get
think
banned, 'cause,
so.
Syndra, when she gets a single frailty token, is the equivalent of like
Crippling.
a stale box of like Rice Krispies. Like it's not doing anything.
Why you gotta do Rice Krispies dirty?
No one wants.
There's
it.
so much other worse stuff in the world.
No,
But
not
it's
Rice
stale.
Krispies, stale Rice Krispies.
Even then,
No.
Point being, Imperial Authority just like you see them set up their combo and you just go cool. Like I have no worries.
Yeah.
Like please attack with your first dagger because I am snap blocking with this thing and you're not gonna be able to do anything.
Yep.
you prepared to die today. Let's go.
No, this definitely eats up the sideboard slot. I mean, I don't even really know what you ran other than Crown as Warrior. It was.
There was an option.
I mean, there was the Helm, but if you ran
Yeah.
Helm, you were a maniac.
I don't
Balance of
even know.
Justice was an
Clifford.
option,
I guess yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
there's
Balance
some
of Justice had its time.
It's still. I mean, it's still a great card.
Yeah.
Balance of Justice is good.
Had it.
Don't get me wrong.
Art of War is gone. Get it out of here. No more drawing.
I mean,
I mean, you can still play it into like
the new Draconic
brutes.
stuff
Yeah, now
proves
it's like,
otherwise.
So
Maybe.
the lightning heroes tend to draw a lot of cards.
you would know, Bailey.
Yes, I would. No, there's definitely still decks in the format where it is relevant, just not as much as when everyone and their mother was running Art of War.
Mhm.
If any of the new Draconic heroes are running Tome of Imperial Flame, balance is active,
Key.
or balance is an active card.
Yeah. Isn't that the
Uh,
one
I-
that's banned though,
Or-
or
Is it Imperial Flame or
I'll check right now.
whatever the
Yeah.
royal one
whatever,
is, right?
whichever one is?
Tome of Imperial Flame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tome of Firebrand was the other one.
yeah,
True. Yeah. Balance just says, hey, like I'm relevant again, but
yeah.
it's a non-attack action. We'll see, right? It's
Mhm.
early days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another card that I wanted to cover on Warrior was Jagged Edge. Card's
Mhm.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Yes.
Preventable.
Single-handedly making warrior relevant since
Against
2025.
any illusion, better
It
watch out now.
Finally
Yeah.
gives them play into illusionists, which is traditionally as close to an auto loss as you can get in this game.
Suck it, Enigma.
You wanna read this one out, Josh?
Sure. Jagged Edge, 1 cost. Pitch. Target 3 block. Sorry. Attack reaction. Target weapon attack is +3, and damage this would deal can't be prevented.
You know what this sounds really good for?
That's
It
Enigma.
just sounds like it's gonna slot right into my Fatigue Bolton. Blocks for
Oh,
3, gives
don't
me
do
play
this.
into illusionists, and it pumps axe.
Oh yeah, it says target weapon. I don't like this anymore.
Ooh.
Target sword. Do that. Target dagger.
No,
Target
but you
sword.
can't. You can't. There's
This
too many
card
different warrior
is-
weapons now.
Yeah, this card is single-handedly like. And I'm not saying all of a sudden the warrior matchup is like 100-0, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
not like Enigma is not still favored.
Yeah, it's not like a
'cause-
silver bullet by any means.
I'll give it to you,
Oh.
Josh. 70-30.
But
No,
you know,
it's like maybe
it's
55,
probably closely
45.
to like 60-40.
I like.
Uh,
I was about to say 100-0 before this card came out. So
Dorinthia having access to this off of Singing Steelblade,
Oh.
and then also having access to Course of
Oh.
Iron Song is what makes this
Oh.
card very good to me. I think that Dawnblade Dorinthia can definitely benefit from this.
Iron Song Pride.
put it back on the map.
Josh, are we gonna see
Give
you
a
on
weapon +1 and dominate. Iron Song Pride.
we gonna see you on Dory more this year?
Singing Steelblade.
I'm gonna
Oh,
buzzsaw trap you, Josh.
Dory's back, baby. We're coming in full steam ahead.
Warriors are back on the menu, boys.
I mean,
Time to feast with Riptide. Yes.
Ooh.
Bailey, you want to read the other warrior card?
Yeah,
Majestic.
the other reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, the next one is Provoke. It's another 1-cost 3 block. This one's blue. If you're attacking with a weapon this chain link, the defending hero reveals a card from their hand. If it's an action card, add it to this chain link as a defending card. Otherwise, they discard it.
I don't like this.
Also, very strong. It just gives you the opportunity to take the best card out of your opponent's hand. Like, you might not be getting your attack through, but it's hand disruption in warrior, which
dude,
is nuts.
the craziest part about this card. Also, side note: the next time I Siren's Call one of you guys and you guys complain, I'm just gonna point at this card.
No,
Okay?
no, because I don't play warriors.
Because Siren's Call half the time does nothing because my opponent is like already unlucky that turn, and then I just like
Mhm.
shoot myself in the foot. Whatever. This card just is like it's always on,
Yeah.
and the fact that this turns on reprise because you add the card as a defending
Holy shit, yeah, it
card
does.
is insane.
Unless
It
they-
is asking your opponent to interact with you when most of the time the best way to beat a warrior is saying no blocks and just killing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This
Race.
Rip.
It's
I
racing.
don't like this.
Yeah.
This hurts.
It's a
Um,
strong card.
There goes my trap plan.
What about the
I can't play a single trap now against this card.
what about the aura, Josh? The sharpened senses?
Oh,
So sharpened senses, aura. Warriors need auras. I mean, they have like Iron Song Pride, right? That
That's
or
Or
whatever.
Dory specific, isn't it? Is
Yeah.
Iron
No.
Pride is a spec, isn't it?
you talking about the 1-cost instant that
Yeah,
puts a counter on your weapon?
yeah.
Iron Song Pride, yeah. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
Iron Song Pride.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the other one. I mean, they have a couple other ones that they released in Dynasty, and not that good. This one, Yellow Pitch, 0 cost, 3 block, warrior action aura. Go again on the card itself. Your weapon attack gets +1, and if their damage is greater than twice their base, they get go again. The beginning of your end phase, destroy this.
this seems pretty good with
Yeah.
the new daggers that came out.
This
Yeah.
also seems like it could see play in combo Bolton.
Potentially,
Um,
yes.
Or maybe
Yeah,
not
you're-
combo Bolton, but like if you're running like a Raiden Bolton,
Maybe.
it's like a
how
little
do you
baby
double
combo.
zero?
What?
The reason
2
I like
times
this
0
card,
is still 0.
no, because you're still over
Yeah,
double.
yeah, it's over double.
Double 0 is 0. So anything above
I guess.
Yeah.
0 is going to give Raiden go again. Sharpened Senses seems like a Kasai card to me, like first and foremost. It's a yellow, right? She likes those because she wants to activate her hero ability, and a lot of the time she doesn't want to have to play like kind of crappy yellows, so she already plays, both of her specializations and then like a couple other yellows.
Yep.
This card seems great, fits right in. It is very, very real on like I think a Fang turn, because there's a couple cards this set that have like your weapons can attack an additional time.
Several.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
several of them. Yeah.
Pop a field
Super
seed,
good.
play this, attack. Like you can do crazy stuff. So
Attack 4 times, so much easier.
Yeah.
This is like almost an off churn Kasai, like blood on her hands. This allows you to potentially play like Twinning Blade and be able to attack 3 times in a turn. Or
Sure.
the Dusk Path Pilgrimage, I think it is. That's the one that gives a weapon +3, and if it hits, you may attack an additional time with it. On a Monarch,
Oh,
if I believe I'm
yeah.
correct.
Yep.
What's the card?
Dust Path Pilgrimage.
Yes. Yeah. It lets you attack an additional time as well.
So this is kind of like a small blood on her hands, essentially, is what it is. Giving a weapon go again, essentially, for a whole turn is insane. Because that's what blood on her
Good
hands
stuff.
allows. Yeah. It's just great. And being able to be in any warrior is just unreal. I mean, Dory, being able to swing 3 times with a Twinning Blade turn could potentially be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Hatchet Dory is probably the list that sees the most play with this, but
Yeah.
Dawnblade potentially could use it too.
Do people still play Hatchet Dory?
I don't know, but with this card, it could make a difference.
I think we're entering a meta where it could potentially be good, and that's depending on if and when Enigma
Get the
out
hell
the
out
door.
of here.
So
It's
Mhm.
gonna be soon.
true.
All right. Well,
Capped off warrior.
why don't we
Shans
jump
are-
into
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
Was there anything
ninja.
in Draconic Warrior?
Yeah,
I mean, we could move on. Like
we can look at the subclass.
True. We could also like stick with like just the
Yeah.
regular classes first, then move on from there.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. We can move
Sean,
on
if
to
you want to
some
take a
ninja.
crack.
Ninja stuff. Oh boy,
Art of the Dragon Blood, dude.
dude, that
Such a cool
that
card.
Heart of the Dragon Blood. That thing is broken. It is a 0 cost, 4 power, 3 defense, red pitch. When it attacks, if it is draconic, it gains go again, and the next 3 cards you play this turn cost 1 less to play. Sign me up. Hell yes.
This
With
card
the
is
follow this up after a brand with Cinderclaw. There you go. Now
well.
you're Now you're killing everything.
See, I actually think that's like, funnily enough, I think that is the worst line with this card. Is if you're starting out with a brand into this, I think this is the best card when you go pop my fealty, start my turn with a 0 for 4 that makes my next 3 cards cost 1 less.
Hmm. That
Yep.
allows you to play like more interactive cards like Mounting Aegir
Mhm.
and Soaring Strike, where they just have an on hit that's much better, or just get a buff.
Screw
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna do Mark of Magma, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
Spy
some
is gonna
Yeah,
be
that too.
there's some
pretty
cool
Yeah.
good.
I'm gonna get all the marks and fealties I want.
The trick with this is going to be figuring out a ratio of 0 to 1 cost attack actions in your Draconic Ninja deck.
I'll find it.
Mhm.
Because if you're playing a bunch of 0 costs and then you want to play this card, you're not really getting any benefit from it and probably shouldn't play it because it doesn't
Blood of
have go again
Draconic.
all the time. However, if you play a bunch of 1 costs, then maybe your hands are clunky and you don't draw the blue. All of a sudden, you just have like 4 1 cost attacks that you're like, cool, I can't pay for any of these really.
Then I'm crying myself
Yeah.
to sleep. That's the risk you play for Draconic Ninja.
Yeah.
I do
I
like to point
suppose.
out Art of Dragon Scale, that card that just came out. I don't know if you guys have done it, but this now says Warriors, do not hurt me, along with Teklovasen. I hate getting the late game with Teklo, because now we have a way to break him, even with Battle Worn.
It's a hype card.
Dude,
Yeah.
if he's at 6, you can just blow him up, and then you win.
Yeah, that's been kind of a theme with Draconic though too, is
That we
lots of
blow stuff up.
different like armor interactions. And ways to put counters on it, destroy it. What was it, Melting Point?
Melting
Right? Did the
Point,
same
break-
thing.
Breaking Point breaks
Um,
Arsenal.
Mhm.
I can't remember anymore.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
obviously, like
those are the relevant ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lava Burst, right?
Lava Burst is a
Rupture's
buff.
good. So
hmm
Searing Touch is just 2 damage at 4.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a
no,
couple good ones.
There's some solid stuff. I mean, moving on to like the next Majestic and Ninja though, Devotion Never Dies. Oh baby, man. Okay. 1 cost, red pitch, attacks for 4, blocks for 2, is a ninja action attack with go again. When this hits, if a draconic attack was the last attack this combat chain, banish this. If you do, you may play it this turn. This is a high rolly card.
This is
Yeah.
just a better version of Double Strike. Somewhat.
So I wouldn't necessarily compare it to Double Strike. I'd compare this card to Endless Arrow. A little bit. Not,
Double
it's in,
Strike
it's in the
says-
realm of like, if it hits, you get to do it again, right?
Yeah, in the same vein of
Um,
like Endless Arrow, Gone in a Flash. Maybe more similar to like Gone in a Flash.
We gotta
A
look at
little
it.
bit.
I
A
would
little
say
bit.
Usually you're outside of like if you're busting snappies or something like that, you're not able to really get off more than 1 Endless
Ready?
Arrow. But
Ready, Bailey? Here's how you make this card broken. Make the Art of Dragon Blood Draconic, then follow this up after.
Mhm.
There's 2 free 4 attacks.
That's the combo.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have the
Boom.
fealty required for a turn like this, you just pop fealty, play Art of the Dragon Blood, pop fealty again, play Devotion Never Dies for free. If it hits, you get to continue. The craziest part about this card is that if it itself is draconic, and your last one is draconic, you then just get to play it again. And
Yeah.
again, and again. It's very strong. However, if it is blocked out,
Then you're boned.
okay.
I
Yeah.
think this is Fab 3.0 is what they're trying to go for here with this. After the book ban, they're not doing draw cards out of the deck. They're doing more like graveyard and like banishing, like may play it again turn, recursion. I think that's what our Fab 3.0, because this is essentially Gone in a Flash on Draconic. So
A little bit, yeah.
it's like has the same idea behind it. So
Yeah.
I think we're just going to see a lot more recursion in Fab 3.0 in quotations.
Yeah, and it's unlike Gone in a Flash, where like your hand is what determines whether or not Gone in a Flash is good. Devotion Never Dies is, does your opponent have a sync or a fate? Do they have equipment blocks to block your breakpoint? Do
Mhm.
you have the attack reaction? Like, this plays better than Gone in a Flash to me, just simply because it allows interaction from both sides.
Mhm.
If you have what is it called? Ancestral Empowerment
Mhm.
on top of it, giving it hit, drawing a card, being able to play this card again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Helps pop off on your turn. So
Yeah. It's
I'm
pretty
excited.
good.
Yep. I'm excited.
Yeah. And then kind of capping off the Ninja Majestics here, we have a Ninja Aura. It's a 0 cost, 3 block that's blue. So nice little Kodachi enabler there. Just to start
Yeah.
things off. When you attack for the 4th time during a turn, you may destroy this. If you do, draw a card. At the beginning of your end phase, if you've attacked less than 3 times this turn, destroy this.
Card good.
Again,
Yeah.
very good.
You just have to play it at the end of your chain link, though.
Yeah.
I liken this a little bit to, well, for a while now they've been trying to give Ninja like a weird setup aura.
Mm-hmm.
They had the one from Dynasty that's like at the start of your turn, pop it, make a tiger in your hand.
It was
Mhm.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then for the longest time we've just had Energy Potion,
Yeah.
like just sitting there. But the fact this card blocks 3, it allows into slow matchups the ability to just like pop off with an extra card. Seems pretty good. Pitches to Kodachis, great.
Mhm.
It's a great
Mhm.
role player, right? Like, this
Evil
easily
Blue.
slots in. Yeah, easily slots into a lot of decks. Very very low cost to play it.
Yeah.
Other than if you don't play 3 chain links wide, then
Yeah.
sometimes
And I mean,
you goozle yourself a bit.
at its floor, it's still a blue 3 block.
Plus, you get to play mind
Which
games.
Is
This says you may destroy it.
yeah.
I can't wait to forget about this on my table when I'm like about to pop off.
I might do that too. So you're not alone.
Oh.
4th chain link. Confidently play attack.
When do you think
Pass
we
the
see
blocks.
it? When do you think we see it happen on stream?
Pretty quickly.
Probably like a
Yeah.
sealed environment or something.
Yep.
We'll see it in real life. Dylan will find a way, for sure.
To break this card or forget?
Yeah. No, to break it. Do everything in his power.
Dude, he's gonna play Machine Gun Kitty. There's 4 attacks right there, and they're all coming in for 3.
That's what I'm saying. He's breaking.
Yeah.
The coolest
Dylan?
part about this card is like if you play it in Kodachis, you go Kodachi attack, set up this,
Yeah.
and then the next turn you go Kodachi attack, set up another, and you do have the potential to
Oh,
absolutely blow out.
dude, if you're playing Master Momentum too,
Yeah, if you can set up
Oh.
more than one of them.
oh, that's 3 cards you can draw. Dylan, don't do this to us. Be friendly, please.
I don't know. I want to see it.
It's a strange world where we have to bring in Aura Hate and Ninja.
I'm gonna play
I don't know if you
Collapsing Trap.
necessarily
I
have
a
to
trap
bring
for this.
in, too much aura hate, but
All right.
should we get into some of these assassins?
Yeah, Carter, it's all
This
you,
is
bro.
100% Carter's
Alright.
wheelhouse. Do you want to
Before
start
we get
with
into
the?
Assassin, start off with the Fabled card.
Yeah.
You want to
Oh,
start with the Fable?
A Fable? You want to rip
It's-
the Band-Aid off
It's
right away?
chaos. It's chaos.
Yeah.
All right,
It-
all right, here we can.
It's assassin right now because we're the only class that can play it.
All right.
Lucky.
Is it Schism?
Yes.
Yes.
Schism of
That's
Chaos.
how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I pronounced it wrong so many times.
Hism.
I said scasm.
It is a legendary chaos resource gem. It pitches for 3 resources. Count them. 3. No Plague Hive in this building. When this
Damn.
is pitched,
Hey,
each
hey,
hero
hey.
shuffles and then puts the top card of their deck face down into their arsenal. It is chaos incarnate. It is beautiful. I cannot wait to absolutely bamboozle my Kano opponent who wants to like Arsenal and Aether Wildfire, and I just like AB the thing he chucked at me on his turn, and then shove like a really crappy blue zap in his arsenal, and then he has to use an action point at some point to play it out.
Oh.
This card is great. Coincidentally, they also put it in a class that threatens arsenal the most, so sometimes you put something in your opponent's arsenal that they don't want, and then you chuck a leave no witnesses at their face, and they go cool, and they take their free out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play trench.
Yeah, true. Like Riptide, like loves it.
Why not? Why not?
This card's great.
Yeah,
It is.
it's
It is
very
such a
cool.
gem.
It's
Very
really
awesome
cool.
design.
Yeah,
Well-
it's the most playable gem we've had in quite some time.
Yes.
What?
What do you
I
mean,
think,
what?
What gem is
Well,
the
that's what I
last one,
think.
Josh?
What
Outsiders?
Light of Soul?
was it Outsiders?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Josh
Light of
is right,
Soul.
yeah.
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 I
That
was
card is-
I know I'm right.
I completely
Oh.
skipped over Dusk Till
Somehow.
Dawn. I was thinking like Plague Hive, Blood of the Drakai, like ugh.
Talk about high rolling though. Like Light of Soul is a card that will.
Yeah, you
Make
want to play a
raise
flip a
quit.
coin?
Yeah. Ooh. Also very good.
I got 2 of them up there. Should
They're
sell
too
one of them.
special.
Ooh.
Which
Josh,
one do you want to
allow-
do next?
Allow me to do the honors real quick.
Do it. I was gonna say.
Let's-
You wanna?
You're gonna work backwards in pure chaos.
I'm gonna skip the legendary for a moment here.
I knew it.
Okay. Also, Brian Gottlieb, if you're listening to this ever, for some stupid reason, thank you
for
so
some
much for giving me a
stupid
rack.
reason.
Stupid.
Hold up.
What the? Wow. Way to call out the
What is
two
this?
hosts on their own show.
What is this?
Hey Carter,
No.
thank you for coming on tonight. We really appreciate your input on a lot of these cards.
Okay, goodbye. Signing off.
All right.
No,
But
if you're
anyways, no,
ever
like he was
watching
saying,
this,
for some stupid reason, if you're ever watching this, Mr. Gottlieb,
thank you for the Arachne support, but from the deepest, bottomest part of my pit of a heart. Arachne Huntsman's never gonna hit Living Legend if you just print a new Arachne. And if this is some gimmick to make Spider's Bite forever in like Classic Constructed because it's his signature weapon, respect where respect is due. However,
Oh.
You can't keep doing this to us. Anyways,
What do you mean?
It
He's
started
hoping
off
he's-
so humble.
Hold on. He's hoping he's good. Because
Hoping.
we are getting the Marvel versions of them in this set.
Congrats.
That's true. When are you picking up your Marvel
So-
Huntsman, Carter?
oh, it's a tough question, man, because I already have a whole foil signed like the signature.
Yeah, my
Ooh,
cold
that's
foil one
good.
just goes.
Now
straight
you're gonna
on.
have a Marvel with the signature too.
Yeah, I'll just have both. The card's cool, so
It is.
I'll use one to represent the trigger of whenever I play a contract card. You know, when they print more of those. But
Yeah, right.
That's not a real thing.
It's a whole
Uh,
other topic for another
alright.
time.
tangent aside, this card is probably the coolest card in the set for me. I think it takes the cake as insane design that is going to make so many judges pull their hair out. Kiss of Death. It is a 0 cost, attacks for 3, blocks for 3, assassin action dagger attack. It pitches for a red. It has stealth, and when it hits a hero, they lose a life. Don't skip over the fact that this has dagger in the rules text box for the typing of an attack action card. It opens
Yeah.
up like Pandora's box of flick knives interaction and toxicity, which is a card I've always wanted to play in Assassin, but never really looked at very much, considering it does nothing if they just block out your card, right?
Mm-hmm.
The interaction that people are raving about is if you play a red, yellow, or blue toxicity, followed by a Kiss of Death, it is considered the next assassin or ranger attack you are playing, and gains the ability of when this hits, your opponent loses 5 life. Then, after the Kiss of Death, you attack a second time, and then activate Flick Knives, flicking the Kiss of Death, which is no longer the active chain link, at your opponent's face. If that 1 damage hits, they lose a life from Kiss of Death, and then toxicity triggers, and they lose another 5 life, or whatever color.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Broken.
it's
Broken.
Ugh.
it's really good. However,
Better start
broken.
packing those damage prevention effects.
Time to play Oasis.
yeah, time to play Enigma.
Ooh. Brush
Time
off
to play.
anyone?
Um,
That's like the
yeah,
worst one.
this card's broken.
But no, the fact
Cards
that
are
it's a
really good.
dagger attack on an action card is insanely cool design
And it
space,
blocks
and
something.
we've seen it a little bit with like the Evos for mech, and having the equipment tagline on like some of their cards, but having essentially weapons in the deck is it opens a whole new can of worms, like he said.
I'm excited. This is
It's-
sick. This
it's
is
sweet.
super cool. Everything built around weapons. This is my kind of set, baby. I love this type of shit.
Well, this
So
is what's
excited.
bringing Josh back in.
Weapons.
Did you see him at the shop then?
Ooh.
I'm always a weapon guy. Everybody that listens to us should know. Like I'm on
Oh,
top of the weapons.
always has
I will
been.
call out what weapon is the best weapon in the set for sure.
It really like differentiates Flesh and Blood from other card games.
It really
Yeah.
does. Having an equipment suite and everything is just it's so
It was
cool.
good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Carter, why don't you read the majestic weapon that we got?
Oh baby. All right. So, most of the cards in the set for Assassin care about the marked keyword or status effect or whatever you want to call it from this set. Marked is a state of being. Cards in the set say mark your opponent or mark target opponent, and then you are considered marked until you are hit. In order to mark your opponent, you need cards such as Hunter's Clave, which is a majestic assassin weapon dagger, one-handed, attacks for 1. Once per turn action, pay 2, attack, and have attack as go again. We've seen this before. When this hits a hero, mark them. And it also has piercing 1, like most other daggers. It's an engine in a box. Starts in play, stays in play, baby. Card's good.
Yeah. Yep. This would be like the default Arachne
Yes.
weapon. And then you have your whole suite of other daggers in your sideboard.
Mm-hmm.
And in your deck.
Ooh, baby. I expect to see any assassin deck looking to heavily play into Mark is most likely going to be playing 2 of these.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if they have a third in their sideboard and that they're playing Concealed Blade. If they are not doing that, then they're going to probably play some Dagger Recursion from their graveyard, which we have a few cards in the set that allow you to purchase back daggers from your graveyard. And this, in tangent or in combination with Flick Knives, allows you to mark your opponent during the reaction step. So some of the new cards in the set have, like, if you hit a marked opponent, they banish a card from hand. If you hit a marked opponent, banish a card from their arsenal. And you're able to reaction speed, flick your Hunter's Clave at your opponent. It is considered a hit. It marks them, and then you get your on hit. It is extremely obnoxious. This card looks great.
Yeah.
But
all the weapons that are out of this set are fantastic.
Oh, they're all gas.
yeah, they're all very, very cool.
Sad that the warrior and the ninja didn't get majestic.
Hey man,
Come on.
I need my 10th majestic assassin dagger.
Yeah, come on.
Is this actually number
this
10?
this
No.
like
No,
Oh,
it's
I was
like
about to
it's
say.
like 6. but
with this set,
That's even too
seven,
much.
Seven.
I'm counting.
I think
Give me a sec
so.
here.
But anyways,
many.
like with this set, I think assassins might be challenging Riptide to see who can include the most majestics in their deck.
I've actually done this experiment. You can
Are you challenging me, Carter?
let me pull this up again.
Is this a challenge? A declaration
Here.
of war?
While you're pulling that up, I'm gonna go over the next assassin card. Under the trap door, it's a 0 cost 3 block. Pitches for a blue, attacks for 1. It's got stealth, and then at instant speed you can discard it, banish a trap from your graveyard. If you do, you may play it this turn, and if it would be put into the graveyard this turn, instead banish it. So I don't think it's, overly strong or anything like that. Maybe I really don't know if it sees play. Maybe if you're doing some sort of like Trapney build, but
Rapney. That was a good
beyond
one.
that,
I like it.
I could see. I don't know, what Azuri's stealth card base looks like, but the fact that it's a blue 0 cost with stealth might see some play in Azuri, just as, like a reaction target for her.
Mhm.
But
This card gets good when traps are good,
yeah,
and
and I
I
just
think
don't
we're
think there's really
entering.
any fantastic traps. I mean,
Frailty Trap would like to have a word with you.
Ooh,
yeah,
not
that's fair.
wrong.
That's
In a
fair.
Not wrong.
world of 3 classes being ninja, assassin, and warrior, frailty tokens have
Oh,
peak value.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
However, this is a stealth blue that is already fighting for so much space in assassin.
Mhm.
Um, oh yeah, sorry. Math wise, you have over 60 something majestics if you just played only assassin cards at majestic.
That's crazy.
As 3 ofs, but yeah, you can build an entire assassin deck with only majestics for their class. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Riptide's almost there. Riptide's a close second.
He's getting there. He got another one in this set too.
hey, stop it! Let them keep
Um,
making them.
No.
Shut up, bro! I need them.
Until
if you
Riptide gets
need
good.
them that bad, maybe you should look at a different hero.
No, I love my fat dead boy.
Mm. Well, I'm
Um,
gonna get on to the next card. Assassin attack reaction, yellow, pitch, 0 cost, 3 block. Take up the mantle. Target attack action card with stealth gets +2. If it's attacking a marked hero, instead it gets +3, and you may banish an attack action card with stealth from your graveyard. If you do, the target becomes a copy of the banished card.
ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
So I heard you like Bonds of Agony. What
No.
about
No, nobody
Tix
does.
Bonds of Agony?
Nobody likes that.
What about
No one's a
6
masochist, bro.
What about 6 Persuasive Prognosis?
God. Yeah,
This card's
this card's
gas.
good. This card is very good.
Oh my god, the picture on it's nasty. I didn't even realize
yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
human.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Oh, the card's
for-
cool, but the art's
Yeah, for the viewers, it is a bunch of like stitched together faces on a wall, like face skin. It's gross.
dude. No, it's an actually
You
human
know what
wearing
this
one
is?
too.
This is like
He's like-
Game of Thrones, like the faceless men.
Ooh.
The oh, what is it, like the assassins that just wear other people's faces?
That's creepy. Oh, why'd you do that? Now that's all I can picture.
Some cool stuff.
Yeah, dude, some
The
very cool stuff.
the coolest interaction with this card, Bonds of Agony requires 3 prerequisite attack reactions in order to get its effect. Yeah,
Mhm.
this counts as one.
Oh,
I suppose, yeah, when it
oh.
does, yeah.
It's sick. I'd have to check
Huh.
the rules, make sure, but that should be
Nathan.
how this works.
Nathan, judge.
Yeah, this card is gas. It is a yellow for like dagger purposes too. You can pitch it.
Yep.
Awesome. Pays for a CMC.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
Do I think that this is going to be a 3 of in every assassin? No.
No.
Again, this requires the marked mechanic, and you
No.
need to be at least somewhat into that in order to get the effects of this card for full value. So
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah, I don't
Well,
know. It'll see play though. It's such a strong effect.
yeah.
Why don't you read this?
Sean,
Yeah,
I have
which
some-
one you got?
No. Someone else can read this. I have a really mean take on this.
On which one? On Tarantula Toxin?
Yeah, you read that out, Bailey. Then you'll
Yeah.
hear my opinion.
This was one of the first spoilers, I think. We might have talked about this a little bit already. But just kind of going over it again. It's a 0 cost red 3 block. Choose one or both. target dagger attack gets +3. Target card defending an attack with stealth this turn gets -3 defense. I mean,
Alright.
it in a way, I mean, pumps Kiss of Death by like 6.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is
Alright.
nuts.
Here we go, LSS. Time for my daily hate for once. I love your game. Why the hell did you put Shred with a buff? No one likes playing against it. Why?
Why
This
not?
just hurts
Mm.
everyone. And
Why
they get
not?
3 of them. What do you mean, why not, Josh? You played into it. You don't like Shred.
So,
Just play around it.
I can't.
This card is, I mean, everyone loves a good modal card, right? You know, Art of War, we
Yeah.
got those 4 modes. Like Tarantula Toxin is more often than not just going to be a 3 value card, right? You're going to pump over your opponent's defense. You're going to shrink your opponent's defense. Whatever, right?
You're just gonna sock them.
When you play it on a Kiss of Death, you're going to feel like Da Vinci. Like,
Yeah, you can't wait to rip them a new one.
you'd be like, hey, check out my 0 for 6.
Yeah, right.
It's literally a kiss of death at that point.
Oh, it's
No, it's not a 0 for 6.
cool.
It's a 0 for 7. So if it hits, it's just an extra 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Card's good.
LSS.
I mean,
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Also very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, they really let Gottlieb cook with assassins this set.
I mean,
Um,
I think he really did make old Arachne good. Arachne the Huntsman, because that's his baby. That's who he started.
I don't know though.
Did someone
Like,
hurt him? Mentally, physically?
hurt
I
myself
think
by
I
playing
think
the
in
hero.
order for Huntsman to be good, we need more contracts, not
Yes.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We got some.
That says
contract
stealth,
or-
Josh, not contract. Totally different word.
Yeah, there's not a single
Big
contract
bold
card in the
stuff.
set.
I'm just saying that
No,
we got
there-
some contract ones.
There are 2.
Let's say stealth.
They're sideboard into Fang and Syndra.
Sure.
End of story. End of story. That's it.
Yeah. But anyways, last assassin majestic we have here is Anaphylactic Shock. It's a 0 cost 3 block. It's an assassin instant trap. Each opposing hero and ally that has dealt damage to you this turn loses 1 life.
This just says fuck Riptide.
So it doesn't though.
If I deal a damage on your turn,
Sure.
my whole gimmick, I get punished for it now?
For 1 life.
I don't like that. I'm already
Yeah.
crippled at 38.
Sure.
But-
There's 2 instances where this
Yeah.
card is good. 1, your opponent is a Draconic Illusionist player who has a bunch of 1 health allies, and you just go,
Yeah.
cool. You know, like nice
Time to
nice Ash
ping
Wings,
'em.
and
Yeah.
you just tase them all. Awesome, right? Like I would have loved this card when Azuri first released because that matchup was abysmal. As of right now, the only instance case I see this being played is if you want a active trap into a Kano player, right?
Yeah.
If you flip into
Ooh.
Arachne Trapdoor, you find this as your 1 playable trap into him, and you just tase him for 1, and you say, "Hey, that was cool, right?" And then he goes, "Yeah, that was pretty cool," and then he blows
Okay.
you out of the water for another 40 damage.
That's okay.
Whoops.
You went down and you threw a tiny little knife at him.
I will say in like sealed or draft, this card can be good because like the
This
games are
is good.
close and like you can just be like, all right, cycle it towards the end. Just,
Yeah, in limited it comes down to 1-1 more often than you think.
Yeah,
And
this
It
card
just
could get a
says,
lot of people.
Let's get a winner.
yeah,
But
Um,
you
other
just
than
gotta
that,
open it though.
Yeah, good luck.
I don't think it's a
Uh,
pack one pick one either.
in my eagerness to talk about Kiss of Death, though, we did skip over the legendary.
yeah, we did. I was about to say, Carter, why don't you read the last one off, the legendary?
So me complaining about Arachne. Anyways, Mask of Deceit is an assassin equipment headpiece that blocks for 2 and has Blade Break. It is an Arachne specialization. New and Azuri are not allowed to play this. When
Suckers.
this defends, become a random agent of chaos. If the attacking hero is marked, instead choose the agent of chaos.
That's good.
This card's good.
Yeah.
Turns
Yep.
out if you allow a deck that is determining its capability at random the ability to choose what to
Stupid.
do, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Shiana can run this, which I think is very funny. And they can tutor up. So here's the craziest situation. Right?
Oh,
If Shiana blocks with this and then proceeds to get lucky and turn into Arachne Trapdoor, they can then tutor a Riptide Specialization Trap.
oh
you
no!
can go from Shapeshifter to Assassin to Ranger.
Oh, that's so funny.
What the actual hell?
Oh.
So I
Tyler.
feel bad that Tyler isn't here, but like, here you go, buddy.
Dude, I didn't think about
Have
that.
fun. You know what? Let
Oh,
Ty cook
no.
with this. Shiana struggles enough as is.
Yeah.
What do
some
you
of the-
mean?
Ty,
got
Ty,
plenty
this
of
just
time.
means that you're gonna have to get all of the Assassin or the Arachne Marvels just for Shiana.
Oh my god, he is. Sucker! Say goodbye to your wallet.
I mean, he is already gonna get.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna get him anyways.
His
Yeah.
binder, but
He's
Yeah.
he collects
Uh,
everything.
yeah, he'll actually have an excuse to take him out of the binder. 'Cause
Yeah, right.
The last thing Tyler Barrett would play would be Guardian
Dude, he's gonna get him graded.
and then Assassin.
Yeah,
But-
right.
I think he'd rather eat soap.
Cool interactions with the card though. If you become Arachne Trapdoor, that means that your opponent is still marked because you turned into an Arachne at the end of your turn. Block with Mask of Deceit. Since they're marked, you get to choose your Arachne. You get to choose situationally for what you want. You've already gotten the value of tutoring up a trap. If you want, I believe you can just choose Arachne Trapdoor again and then find a second trap if the situation requires it. Otherwise, you can turn into the Arachne that would benefit you on your next turn.
Carter, the more you talk about this, the more scared I am to play any Arachne in the world.
This card's insane.
I don't like this, and I like playing Riptide. And that says reaction, sure.
Riptide should.
I'm now
still probably
scared.
be- I think Riptide should still probably be.
Yeah.
I don't know, you got a free
Pretty safe.
shred with a buff.
I might have a free shred with a buff, but like you also have every active
frailty
trap
trap.
under the sun.
Yeah.
Into me.
I have every bomb placed
Yeah, no,
ready to
no.
go.
All like literally every single Riptide trap is on into Arachne like all
Correct.
the time.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but they're gonna trap the trapper. That's what's gonna suck.
But I mean, we have a lot of more cards to get through.
We do.
Yeah.
Josh,
Why
Bailey,
don't-
do you guys want to take it up next?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't we go right into the
Should we-
Draconic Ninja?
Before we do Draconic Ninja, do we want to do the generics quick or?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can sprint through.
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
That's
we can.
interesting.
There isn't a whole lot of them. The most exciting one is the new legendary generic boots that I cannot find for the life of me on this page now.
Sorry, Bailey, I couldn't hear you over the war crimes about to be committed with this card.
Oh my god. Do you have it pulled up?
Quick
Yeah.
dodge flexors, baby. It is a generic equipment
There we go.
legs. It blocks for 0. However, defense reaction. Pay a resource. Add this to the active chain link as a defending card. It has 2 base. At the beginning, defend this turn. Destroy it.
Yeah, this is
you
wild.
are able.
Congrats,
turn-
Guardians.
Yeah. Congratulations, Guardians. You
You got your legendary boots now.
Yep, so good.
Oh
At the
man,
same
I guess
time-
yeah, in much the same way that CNC is an honorary assassin card, I guess these kind of just became the default Guardian boots.
Yes.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Well,
it's.
I know a lot
it's
of people
wild.
don't think about it. Blitz, Benji, rest in peace.
Oh
Sorry.
my god. Yep. Bye,
Yeah.
Benji. Woo! Tanner,
Rest in
get
peace.
get ready to get loosed.
Rest in peace.
Oh no.
Gone.
Yeah.
Benji is gone.
Oh, Benji is just
Benji-
toast now. Benji's dead.
You can't do anything.
That's rough.
But these
Yeah.
boots, super good against any ninja. I mean, like with Fang and Syndra coming out, and like Fi, Kasai, this
Yes.
card just
Yeah, it's
completely
gonna be
negates the
nuts.
damage on their weapons. Blood on her hands turn. Get rid of most of that turn.
Yeah.
Half, I should say. But
Yeah. This card
it's good.
It's an all-star. This card is easily going to be $100+ for Rainbow Foil in my
Yeah.
my professional financial advice. This card's nuts.
What? You
Like,
mean legendary generic equipment is good usually?
turns out,
Cap, Arc Knight, Skull Cap, not good.
I would say this is the second best generic equipment that we've ever got.
What's number one?
Tunic.
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 Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went brain dead and forgot about Tunic.
Crown
Yeah.
of Providence is good. Don't get me wrong. Balance of Justice is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. But these are insane.
The only situation that this card is like figuratively bad, and you'd rather just have like another in-class slot is into decks that are presenting like one attack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Boy, can I tell you, this baby slaps roof of car can fit so many prevention effects in it. Quick dodge flexors. It is the coldest take in this set to say that card's good.
Yeah, right. I don't think there's anyone that would disagree with you.
Enough said. Straight up.
Yeah.
To the point where we probably can move on to the most relevant other generic printed this set for Majestic. Shelter from the Storm.
God.
Hey guys,
They did it
Whoa,
again.
whoa, you
I
skipped.
heard. I'm gonna skip Rotten Remains, Sean.
Yes.
I'm gonna play it in Guinness.
Fair enough. All right. I heard you like Sink Below. I heard you like Fate for Scene. But have you heard of my friend Shelter from the Storm?
What is
He
it?
just moved into town. He blocks for 4. Is a red Majestic defense reaction.
Hold up.
Oh,
A
serious.
4-block defense reaction?
Yeah.
How much does it cost? It's got to be at least like 1,
Oh,
right?
no.
Maybe
No.
2.
No. It costs 0.
What?
You're telling me that
Mhm.
LSS printed another 0-cost 4-block defense reaction?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Generic.
And this
Generic.
baby.
And it's generic?
And this baby.
What?
In
Yes,
fact,
it can.
you can discard it at instant speed to prevent 1 damage from the next 3 times you are dealt damage this turn.
Who
Alright.
from this set would that be good into though? Like
I don't
everyone.
know. Syndra, Fang,
Arachne.
Arachne.
All of them.
This
Oh man.
this is gas. I don't know that most decks are gonna slot it in alongside Sync and Fate. But I would imagine there's situations where this maybe replaces something like Fate.
Yes.
I think
Replacing it.
Sync's
doing it
effect is
against a
just
Runeblade.
way too good to ever have a replacement for it. But
Mhm.
this just slots right into where Fate Foreseen used to sit. And
So long, Rune Chance.
Yeah, it's a red defense reaction that blocks 4 that can also prevent 3 rune chance.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
yeah, it's crazy.
What?
Yep.
It is very good.
Into Kano,
Oh.
you have a defense reaction that can come out of the sideboard and is relevant.
Yep.
That's pretty
Tyler.
Cool. This card's absurd. Like,
Yeah.
with the H, Brian Gottlieb.
Hey.
What is this?
It has a pirate on it. He took my advice into somewhat of effect, saying I wanted a pirate card.
True.
I'm telling you, this is foreshadowing. We're getting
Don't talk about
pirates soon.
pirates around me.
We're getting
Oh, the
I'll
pirates
go
pirates
this
down a
year.
rabbit hole. I want a pirate hero.
I do too.
Give me a pirate hero.
We are
Booty
going
Raider.
to
Boom. There's the class.
we are going to we will
Why,
be
Sean?
embarking from the shores of Wraith this year. Mark my
Let's
words.
go.
Mark my words.
All right, get to the next one.
But yeah, I think that's. I mean, the other generics are normal filler Majestic generics. Really,
What do you mean?
like,
They're just
They're,
fun.
like,
they're,
it-
they're
there-
corner
there's-
case
yeah,
Majestics,
there's
right?
not
They're-
a whole lot to talk about with them.
Sigil Solus reprint.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
I mean,
Razor Reflex
yeah.
Red.
Razor Reflex Red reprint.
Yeah,
Those are
all
great.
very good cards, yes. But we've seen those, we know what they do, and the others are kind of just edge cases.
Yeah, in taking account the time of this episode.
I do, however, want to skip a little bit to this Assassin Ninja chest equipment. The
That's
blood
a good one.
splattered vest. It's a legendary 1 block blade break. Whenever a dagger you control hits, you may gain 1 resource and put a stain counter on this. If there are 3 or more stain counters on this, destroy it.
Yeah.
That is
Not bad at all.
wild.
You know how we said Tunic was pretty good?
I guess
It's better.
This is
So much
gonna
better.
be, I mean, if you're in assassin or ninja and you're even like slightly into aggro, this is probably just the go-to now. Like you have resource on demand rather than waiting for Tunic to come
9
back
turns.
online, and yeah.
Pros and cons of this card. Pros, produces resources. Cons,
it blows
much.
itself up.
None.
right?
None.
Like you technically have to like invest resource to like attack with the dagger first or to flick the dagger in order to get the resource out of it. So unlike Tunic, where you can activate it at the start of turn in order to use that resource immediately, you do have to jump through a few hoops to use this.
Mhm.
However, this card does have the ability to be used multiple times in the same turn. So
Yeah.
for decks like Syndra, this card is immediately better in the shorter matchups where you're not going to get Tunic value.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Incredibly strong.
yeah, card good.
Very good.
It's almost
Very
like there's
good.
a theme to this.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, going off the Assassin Ninja cards, we got Pain in the Backside.
That's what my nickname is. Let's
It's a
go.
it's a red 0 cost 2 block majestic Assassin Ninja attack action. When this hits a hero, target dagger you control deals 1 damage to them. If damage is dealt this way, the dagger has hit. Go again.
Mhm.
3 damage. 0. For 3.
Yay.
Go again.
Card's
Good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Very,
It does
very
it does
nice.
block too. Um
We've
think
seen this
that-
before.
yeah. This
Yeah.
card is notably it does not break the dagger, unlike a lot of the other cards that do this effect.
Hmm.
The dagger being considered a hit is also very good. Usually that is stapled onto these type of effects. I see this card being good into illusionist matchups or matchups where the assassin needs to be more aggressive. I don't know if Ninja would play this. I feel like you probably have other better like 0 for blank go again type cards.
Yeah.
But assassin could definitely consider this as like a pretty cool way to threaten decks that where you need to go wide.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, this just plays into the blood splattered vest very well. I mean, just turns it on without using flick knives and destroying a dagger.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I think it's good. I think it's just built kind of around a dagger build specifically. You know,
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
do as much
I
as you
mean,
can.
the
But-
only downside there is like, the card itself has to hit, but at that point you're forcing interaction from your opponent.
Trading 1 for
And
1. So
turns out taking cards from your opponent is good. So
Yeah. Azuri being able to switch this in as one of her like tricks where she goes like stealth card to start the turn. I have 3 cards in hand. What am I doing? And then she just like switches in a card with go again in order to continue the turn after.
Hmm.
This card slots in there. Like I could see this maybe replacing like Rabble in Azuri decks if they're like a red line build. So
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What do we got next?
John,
We're
you want to
doing-
read the next one?
Throw dagger. Target dagger you control that isn't on the active chain link deals 1 damage to defending hero. If the dagger is dealt damage this way and hit, you draw a card, destroy the dagger. It is an assassin ninja attack reaction, 3 block, blue pitch, 0 cost.
Card's weird.
Yeah, it's a very weird card, but
It's an eye for an eye. You break your own dagger to draw a card. I'd take it.
True.
yeah,
But this, like Bailey
Hmm.
kind of said earlier with Drop of Blood, it is or Drop of Dragon Blood.
Mhm.
It's kind of like a cantrip. However, it is also a cantrip that like demands that your opponent doesn't have the ability to prevent that 1 damage.
hmm
That's
Mhm.
fine.
So
Just play like they don't have it.
yeah, I mean, into illusionists, this card is more of a detriment than it is anything else.
hmm
But into decks that are not packing a
Boy.
huge amount of prevention effects, this card is pretty good.
Yeah. Yes.
I can't really put much insight on this. More than what you just
Here
gave,
we go.
so.
I got some insight for this. Card good.
Boom. Very nice.
It's
On to
a
the
it's a
next.
it's a flick knives that blocks for 3, and you can shuffle in your deck as a 3/0.
It's also
Yes.
Kadachi.
Like, pretty cool. Yeah,
Josh, you want to
can-
get into some of these Draconic Warrior
Yeah,
cards?
dude. You've been waiting for these.
Buttering
You've
them up.
very much
All
been
right.
waiting for these.
So we're gonna start off with Hunt's End. It's an attack reaction. 3 blocks, 0 cost, red pitch. Play this only if you've attacked 3 or more fealty tokens. Target
Control.
dagger attack. Oh,
Control
control.
3 or more, yeah.
Control. My bad. Target dagger attack gets +4 damage.
Pretty good.
That's
+4 is good.
+4 is good. +4 for 0 is good.
That's a break point.
+4 for 0 that blocks 3 is very good.
haven't seen anything of Fang yet. How quick and how often are you at the point where you have 3 or more fealty tokens? I think is the
Well,
question
whenever you
here.
hit a hero that's marked, you make a fealty.
Mhm.
So,
But
pretty high chance.
Yeah, this again, this is very similar to like Oath of Loyalty. It sounds like a restriction. And in this instance, I think it's more of a restriction than Oath is.
Mhm.
Oath is, but I feel like considering Fang's ability, where it says you want to control 3 fealty, if you do, your daggers cost 1 less to activate. Turns out that's your game plan. You're already playing towards that, right?
Mhm.
mhm.
At worst, this card blocks 3. At best, this card is kind of just disgusting.
Yep.
0
Yeah.
for 7.
0 for 7. It is a 0 for 4. And as we've discussed in this episode and many episodes that you guys have discussed before this one, 0 for 4s are good.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a weaker Justin Nick.
Dude,
I don't know if I'd go that far.
All right, don't boil the cradle on this one.
Come on.
Let's not get
let
ahead
it
of
have it.
ourselves.
Let it have it.
Yeah.
Another one. Bailey, you want to read the next one?
Yeah, we got speaking of loyalty, we got the Long Whisker Loyalty up next. It's another 0 cost 3 block red pitch Draconic Warrior attack reaction. For each Draconic chain link you control, choose one. The first mode, target dagger gets +2. Second mode, you may attack with target dagger an additional time this turn. Third mode, the next time target dagger hits a hero this turn, mark them. It reminds me a lot of Blood on Our Hands.
Yeah.
In the sense that you're kind of building up to the full potential of this card. Right, like, you know, Blood on Your Hands, you gotta jump through some hoops to get the full effect of the card, and like, yeah, sure, you could end it at like 2 copper or 4 copper and just take like 1 or 2 of the modes, but you really want to be getting the full value out of it, and I don't think that there's a bad mode on this card.
No.
Every single one of them is something that you want to be doing as Fang, whether that's marking them, attacking with a dagger a second time is huge. I mean, anytime that you can attack an additional time with your weapons,
Stupid.
that's just instant value right there.
This card gets better with the aura we talked about earlier, with like your daggers for the turn get the +1.
Yep.
You know, like every little mixture of like this card in tandem with those type of things gets a little more value.
Every damage helps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Simple way to put it.
We've seen a spike on the Warrior side in price for Oath of Steel. I don't know if you guys know what that card is.
Yeah.
The card's
Combo
gonna be-
Bolton's All-Star.
Yes, dude, that card is so good. I used that card so much in Old Kasai with Old Blood on Our Hands. It was just busted. So good.
Yep.
I think that's gonna pair really well with this card.
Yep.
Being able to play Oath of Steel, being able to give one of your daggers attack an additional time. There's multiple cards in the set that have it. It does not seem hard to be able to attack with one dagger twice. So once you get up to that third chain link, you're able to choose all 3 modes and just kind of go off with your last dagger, and
Yeah.
swing with it for +3 because it'll be your 3rd time swinging with it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
insane.
So
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
quite good. And I'm just seeing little like combos that I've had from the past with old Kasai, and
The
I'm
gears
so
are
excited,
spinning in
man.
Josh's
Yeah.
head.
Dude,
No,
I'm
that's
so excited.
Warriors are back. Like
I
don't
asked
know,
for
they-
it. That was my fab resolution, and I got it. Let's
A
go,
resolution.
boys.
Look at
Does
that,
that
right
mean
at
you're
the
actually
start of the
gonna
year.
play the game
Or
then?
my wish. It was my
Yeah.
wish. Or
I was about to say a
whatever.
resolution is you giving it up.
no, my resolution is playing more fab, and this is doing it because this was my wish.
Yeah. I think
Sure.
that's it for the Draconic Warrior
Warrior.
stuff there. Let's move on to some Draconic Ninjas.
Oh baby.
Does anyone want to take a stab at Blood Runs Deep?
Sean, you got it pulled up, or I can read it out. You can keep your
Carter, you're up.
Blood runs
sorry.
deep. It is a majestic draconic ninja action attack. Pitches for 1 resource, costs 2, attacks for 2, and blocks for 3. This costs 1 less to play for each draconic chain link you control. When this attacks a hero, each dagger you control deals 1 damage to them. If the damage is dealt this way, the dagger has hit. Destroy the daggers as go again. Syndra, this is bread and butter.
This
Yeah.
is broken. Dagger, this.
Yeah. The best
Activate dagger again.
Yep. Best case scenario is this set provided a couple new cards that say your daggers gain when this hits, your opponent loses an additional life.
Mm-hmm.
So in a magical Christmas land, you start it with that, maybe 2 of those, and then you present dagger, blood runs deep, chucking both the daggers you've already attacked with at your opponent. Since these count as hitting, they have the on hit loss of life effect as the original cards. You then activate Syndra, bring them back, attack again, and then repeat. In some crazy world, you like have some cost reduction effects, and then you're maybe able to like attack with daggers. If you had like 2 of these in the same hand,
It's stupid.
Yeah,
Zoom mob.
it might be a little bit of a pipe dream to get 2 of them off, but
Hey,
it
I like
sounds
pipe
wild.
dreams, and you can do them.
Ooh.
They're called the ceiling for a reason. Okay, you
Yeah,
can
right.
reach. You can reach.
Josh, can you reach? No.
Ooh, this
Hey.
is like a
Hey.
Cliff combo card, right? Cliff's
Yeah.
always reaching for the ceiling, and he.
My time to shine.
And
If
the
I do
notable-
this and this,
Yeah, if I can make these 3 things happen on the 5th of May at 7:02 p.m.,
I
you
make a
lose
nuke.
3 extra life.
I swear
Yay.
when that kid's sleeping and dreaming, he's whispering out loud. Moon's wish, sun's kiss. Moon's wish, sun's kiss.
I don't doubt it. It's cool.
Ooh.
Or he just goes-
talking.
Activated a trap. Activated a trap.
Ooh. All right.
So the wildest part about this card, though, is that it's searchable off Mask of Pouncing links,
Yep.
which
Oh.
means that all of that combo potential that we've been talking about is
On demand.
all that much more ability. To
And it's Tiger Swipe Shuko.
Yep.
Yep, Shuko. This card, although again in Syndra, odds are you might be on Flick Knives,
Mm-hmm.
but like the fact that this is 2 durable is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
LSS, like
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take it. Time to go rip people new ones.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is wild. Like
Yeah.
Same with the next card too. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
Next card is also insane. Up next we have Ignite. It's a 0 cost, red, 2 block, attacks for 2, has go again. When this attacks, the next Draconic card you play or activate this combat chain costs 1 resource less to play or activate.
That's stupid. That is
uh,
stupidly overpowered.
Another just very solid, like,
yeah, it's a role player.
yeah.
You get to do a free dagger attack. Or you can just
my-
reduct Syndras again.
It's my favorite League of Legends 2016 Worlds theme. Love this card.
Doesn't it also turn? What is the new ninja like 1 for 7?
Dragons.
The one that it swings for 7 if it's draconic.
Yeah,
The rare one.
Dragon power. Dragon power.
Yeah,
Dragon.
dragon power.
yeah. It can also just turn that into a 0 for 7.
No, because so this one just it discounts your next draconic card you play.
Yeah. So
It
you
doesn't
have to
make it draconic.
yeah,
Right,
draconic
with
power
like a
needs
fealty
to become
token, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. If you use a fealty token,
Yeah.
you can just go ignite that with a 2-card hand.
Yay! Murder!
It's a good card. I mean, it allows you to activate your weapons
Yeah.
cheaper. It allows you to play
Wrath of Retribution.
Yes.
I
was
mean
about
this
to-
this
I was
in
about to give a shout out to
combination
that card.
with the blood runs deep kind of just gives you that little bit of extra value on that 4 dagger turn too. And
Yeah. It's
Like
huge.
Sean just said, Wrath of Retribution, the legendary one, where it gives all your daggers +1 attack for each and one less cost.
sure. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a 3. Go again.
Yeah.
It costs 1 less for
Good.
each draconic chain link.
Yeah.
If you go
Yeah.
dagger, blood runes deep, ignite into Wrath of Retribution, you can go dagger again and just rip people.
Yeah. And speaking of Wrath of Retribution, because Sean has mentioned it, that card is an honorary majestic in my book.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, it is a
legendary.
legendary, so
Yeah.
It's
It is
no,
3 costs.
I think Syndra very much embodies that ninja death by 1,000 cuts kind of mentality.
Yeah.
If you don't play this in Draconic Ninja, you're crazy.
You think
Yeah,
getting
you're nuts.
Kadachi locked was bad? Here comes Syndra with like 7 daggers that all attack for 1.
Hell yeah.
This card is absurd.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Like, if you're thinking even just like a 4-card hand, right? So hear me out. You go pitch blue, dagger. You have 1 resource floating. You play your blood runs deep for free. Great, awesome.
For 1.
No,
No,
Never mind, it's for
for
free.
free.
Never mind.
it's for free. Cool.
Victory track.
2 daggers chucked at your face. Awesome. Activate Syndra. Buy back my 2 daggers. Play Wrath of Retribution. Now my daggers are free. They get the +1. Cool. All of a sudden you're going, 2/2, and then let's say somewhere in there you hit with an attack action, or you have 1 banked or whatever. You go find your second blood runs deep. You do it again. And it just spirals. It is so synergistic. Like
This is grody.
this is
Yeah.
everything that Crouching Tigers archetype wanted to be, except for this one starts in play, stays in play, and the
This
cards are tutorable off the helmet.
Yeah.
this just makes Dylan have more machine gun. But this one shoots nice instead of cats.
Rounding off though,
Should we get into the Chaos Assassin cards?
yeah.
Oh. Wait.
There's
There's none.
No, there's not.
Can I give one?
Yeah.
We did it! We got a reprint of Command and Conquer. It's a legendary though, so good luck pulling it.
No. Dude, I
It's
was
a-
ripping legendaries left and right.
It's
up.
also in the expansion slot. So
In the expansion
it
slot,
will
that's
not
why.
be playable in any of the limited formats, which I think is perfectly
Great.
fine.
Woo!
It's legendary though.
Good luck.
I'm gonna be the first to say it. I know
not gonna
Command and
open one?
Conquer is nostalgic. Like, the art's cool.
Mhm.
The new art, so much better.
Yeah.
mean-
and it's got an extended art, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
for any Lord of the Rings fan out there, this is the card I'd point to in Flesh and Blood as going, this has Lord of the Rings vibes. To me.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
so it's a dude
It's,
pointing.
No, it's just
A
dude with 2
throne room.
Yeah,
dual
it's
swords, just like
crossed
looking at
above his
armies.
head.
Kasai with 2
Just-
swords, and then we get to a guy leading a guy versus an army. Hell yeah!
It's
Yeah.
a
Sign
sweet
me up.
card.
This one's the
I-
best.
I
It's
will say, Zach and I just got done talking about how you don't need Command and Conquer.
Now you get it.
I have to pick up a second Command and Conquer just because of this card.
Bailey, wait, who doesn't have
I'm gonna
Command and
have-
Conquer?
But
Bailey?
no, I have
No,
mine.
Bailey does.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. Or Zach.
You
Zach
don't-
doesn't
Yeah.
have a playset.
Zach, get them.
But
These look way cooler.
Josh doesn't
this,
have a playset.
I like. It's legendary.
Mhm.
You get the
like
flex on there.
this
Bailey.
really kind of plays off of what we were talking about last week, Josh, with the market. Is this really gonna do a whole lot to drive down the price of CNC even like a little?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
HP1
think
in
I think-
generic.
somewhat, right? You're gonna have like the collectors and everything, or even just the people that are looking to like offload their majestic
Mhm.
rarity CNCs to pick up a set of these.
Yep.
But I think it's gonna be a very short term thing, right? And
Yes. I think
We've-
everything you were saying is correct.
since Arcane Rising, we have seen 2 reprints of Command and Conquer, and it has only gone up in rarity. We started with a Fabled reprint. We've brought
Yeah.
it back down to legendary now.
It's iconic.
We went
for a
up
reason.
but
5
but
notches
I mean,
and went back down.
the I disagree with it in that sense, but I agree with it in the sense that the effect itself probably deserving of the legendary title.
Yes. Yes.
It's hands down one of the best text lines in the game. Anything that says destroy your opponent's arsenal,
Hurts.
it's
no
good.
defense reactions.
Yeah,
It
and no
really
reacts. It's
That's
crazy.
just like that's just like the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
So-
trench my arsenal away.
I will say, not needed. Very good card.
Yes.
Sick card.
Yes.
Insanely sick card.
I am very much hoping I can, I probably won't go out of my way to purchase one, but if I can open one of the EA CNCs,
Oh,
Mhm.
we're cooking.
I'm getting that graded.
It's gonna look
The-
gorgeous.
The thing about this card too, like, obviously we don't know the print sheets involved at LSS,
Hmm.
and we don't know at like what rarities even within legendaries this will be.
Yeah.
There is a chance that this is at like either an increase or decrease rates. Like we have no clue. And LSS, I trust to make the correct decision when it comes to these things.
50-50. Russian roulette with every pack.
Like if there's one truth to this statement, if you are searching for CNCs and you want this playset of this brand new art, like I'm assuming there'll probably be rainbow foil. I don't know as to that, considering it is new
Maybe.
art.
I
right?
think
If it
they
was the
can be
old art,
because it's new art.
yes,
Yeah.
I think
believe so.
it's going to be extended rainbow. I don't know if they're going to do plain. I mean, they did with
Yeah.
the past Rosetta set.
Mhm.
They put out plain rainbow and extended, but
Yes.
being in the legendary slot, I don't know.
Yeah, the thing I think about is like if you think about Null Rune Equipment recently had a promo print run at Rainbow Foil with a new art.
They
I could
will.
I could see this Command and Conquer being Rainbow Foil. Maybe not EA, whatever. We'll see.
Yeah.
They will because
Well, no. There
You
is
look-
an
you
EA,
look
right?
back
One of
at-
the spoilers was the extended art.
it is. But you look back at like Monarch,
Mhm.
Doomsday, and Eclipse were rainbow foil and cold foil. So I
Mhm.
don't even think we're gonna get a plain version of it. I think
Yeah,
it will be
I'm
only
not saying we're gonna get plain.
okay.
Yeah.
You're just wondering if we're gonna get
Rainbow. Well, my opinion is that it's gonna be Rainbow Foil.
gotcha.
Hmm.
If it was plain, cool. Like whatever.
Yeah.
The art's still cool. I just don't know LSS's policy involving this stuff. But if there's one truth to the fact, this is going to drive sales for this set.
100%.
If you do not care about Assassin or Draconic or Ninja or Warrior or whatever, and you're not looking for any other expansion slot cards, but you
CNC.
play Command and Conquer in a deck and you want this blinged out card, there's the potential that you will open the hunted looking for this. This is going to create very high demand for the product. It is going to probably lead to an increased number of boxes opened, and it's going to increase the amount of Command and Conquers on the market. Maybe not by much, But I think that this would be a very good start to making Command and Conquer a more affordable card, because there are going to be those people looking for 3 of these and then to offload their 3 non-foil Command and Conquers to hopefully newer players in the community.
Yep.
What you're saying is like it's not going to be like cheap. It's not going to drop down to like $20. Okay, it's still
No.
going to be around
No.
60, 70 probably. I
It's
would
not
say
going to
that's where it's
cost me
gonna
a
settle.
kidney.
Yeah.
I could see it settle somewhere in this is a pretty wide range, but I could see it somewhere in that like 60 to 80 range.
Mhm.
Not 90 like
Probably-
the historic pack one is right now?
Probably somewhere around 70, 65, 70.
Mhm.
It's definitely still for a single card, it's definitely still up there, right? You're still looking even at those prices, $180, $200 for a playset, but
Mhm.
compare that to what it's at now.
Yeah.
It's
And
For
for
historic.
people saying that LSS does not care about the secondary market,
Yeah, they
just
do.
doing this shows that they do, and like they're trying to make an effect about it, and like the new players, like this is beautiful because if you're just getting into the game and buying into the first set, you
Open all
can
those.
rip this card, and this can be amazing for you.
and
It's not,
congratulations, you have CNC with the most gorgeous art it's ever had.
Congrats.
and like
you can
Cody
now
was saying,
pump.
even just the older ones are going to be just as easy to find because people are going to want the newer, cooler art. So
Yeah.
I mean, not some people think the old one's better.
Yeah.
It's your opinion. I'm not saying the new one's better or not.
There'll be very rare
But-
situations a new player pulls this from their hunted box, and then a more experienced player or a player looking for bling is going to go, "Hey,
I'll
I will
trade you this for
gladly
that."
trade you my non-foil version of Command and Conquer plus some cash or other cards for
2 for
just-
1.
just
Give me
upgrade
2
it."
of your
Depending on
non-foils
the-
for this.
Exactly. I was about to say, depending
like,
on the price,
I could very
drop
much
down
see
to
that
2.
happening.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, we all love trading here, right?
Yeah, right.
Yep.
It's a trading card game. I'm all for this kind of thing. I would love to see Command and Conquer in other reprint areas, whether that's like gem packs in the future or something like that. But this is a good start, LSS. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well done.
Before we get out of here, we're missing one thing from this set, and I was kind of sad that it didn't happen.
Your ice isn't going to happen.
I
Already got
was really, really hoping that we were gonna see a Marvel Dromai
Ooh.
in the same vein of the Marvel Briar from Rosetta, right? Like it's already LL, but how cool would that have been?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Well, we always have Arachne Huntsman Marvel. Oh
I
no.
will say the alt
Marvel Dromai died
Arachne-
so Arachne Huntsman could live.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys should trade me your Arachne Huntsman Marvels.
Maybe.
You know, in the disappointment of not getting Dromai.
Hey, I mean,
Hey, if you don't
I
get
don't
one, I will
plan.
gladly.
Woo!
Ooh.
I
But
will
yeah, I
gladly
think
do
that
it.
I think that about sums it up. I think we've gone
Absolutely.
over not all of it, but pretty much everything. Most of the very relevant Majestics from the set. All of us are very excited. Very excited. There is a lot of very powerful things. I feel like we've said that about the last 3 or 4 sets.
Yeah.
And they've really kicked it up with the power level and a lot of very powerful cards and effects coming with this set, and it's going to be very exciting to see how they play out and reshape the meta next week.
Well, yeah. Also, check out next week. We're gonna do more of a dive in on the sealed aspect. We got pre-releases coming. All of us will be there.
Yeah, we'll be able to
Wait,
go
all
over
of
our
us?
sealed
Wait, that means
experience.
Josh is there.
All of us will be there.
Oh, let's go!
So it'll be fun. It'll be good.
About time.
It'll be a great time.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any sort of like closing words or anything like that?
I do, if that's okay.
Barbs does.
Barber here.
I do.
Let's
Yes.
go.
For those of you unaware, he's been sitting patiently in the wings. This is Farber, our executive producer, and he would like to say a few
Sitting
things.
executive producer. So before I get to my little surprise, quick question for you, Bailey. What is the easiest way for Big Deck Energy listeners to leave comments on your podcast?
to leave comments on the podcast.
Yeah. Questions,
Listen,
comments.
if they want to interact with us, ask questions, anything like that, hop into our Discord. All 4 of us are extremely active in there. There's always something going on. We have a great community there. A lot of the local guys from the shop included, and a lot of listeners there. Come hang out with us. Have a good time.
Can anybody join the Discord?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They let me
awesome. Well, if they let Sean in, they definitely let anybody in.
Yeah,
Then,
right.
in that term, I have a little surprise for our listeners. So, for the first 25 listeners to go into the general text chat of Big Deck Energy and comment BDE, the Hunted Raffle, they have a chance to win a raffle for
But
1 booster box of the Hunted, along with a signed by the original 4 members of Big Deck Energy Grains of Blood Spill legendary card.
so
The
Oh,
raffle,
shit.
the raffle deadline will be January 31st. The winner will be announced the following episode, and we will ship to anywhere in the world that UPS can deliver. The winner will be direct messaged via Discord from Big Deck Energy.
so question
Little
Farber.
Freudian slip there at the end.
Can
Oh,
I
I'm
enter?
slipping.
Do I
Yeah,
get to
right.
enter?
Dude,
Because I'm a
no,
listener?
No host can enter. Sorry, Sean.
Shoot. Shoot.
Dang.
I need a cold foil grains, folks.
I-
That's tough.
Yeah, so do I.
Again,
I would've loved
the
it.
raffle, to enter the raffle, comment in the general text BDE, the Hunted Raffle. The first 25 people will enter the raffle.
Sick.
There you go.
Well, thank you for the announcement, Farb.
Thank you, Farber.
Absolutely. It will be the Grains of Blood Spill will be signed on the back, so you can still play with it.
Sweet.
Okay,
There we go.
that's good.
Nice. That's exciting.
Let's go.
That's super
Oh.
exciting.
Like we said, we're going to kick off 2025 with a bang, courtesy of Farb.
Yes, sir.
I like
Hell
bangs.
Look at that. Fab's heating up with this latest Draconic set, and so is BDE.
Damn right.
And,
Well, boys,
And
Big
thank you all
Bang
for
energy.
listening.
as
Ooh.
one long lost soldier that's in the retirement home right now, always says, "Shall we get the fuck out of here?"
Oh,
Let's
you're
do
talking
it.
about Tyler.
Yeah.
He's not a soldier.
In this
Once
regiment, he
again,
is.
I don't know about that.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to us this week. As always, you can chat with us on Discord. Link will be in the description. Come hang out with us there. Enter in the raffle for your chance to win Grains of Blood Spill. Very relevant warrior piece for the upcoming warrior in the set. Along with a booster box of the new set.
In
Maybe
English.
maybe you'll rip a Command and Conquer.
Ooh.
You never know. There you go. There's your
A
box
double
right
whammy,
there. Check us out on YouTube at Big Deck Energy. I think it's just Big Deck Energy. My
Deck Energy.
God, we really need to
Yep.
sort these things out.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter at Big Deck Pod. Shoot us an email, Big Deck Energy Cast. I think that's all of our socials.
In Discord.
Yes, yeah. But let's get the fuck out of here, boys.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Adios.
As always, it's a pleasure.
So, boys.
Nice.